Hey, hello, families of the class of 2023. This is Jim Tabor. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to share what we'll be covering in theology class with your sons and daughters this year. So the first thing we've been working on is their senior service project. So this is something that they'll be spending time on the entire year. It includes a 6 to 8 page paper, a service project that requires 8 to 10 hours of time outside of class, and then a final presentation that's open to the public in May. So again, the first 4 weeks here at school, this is what they've been working on. They've been researching different issues, trying to determine how they could tackle those issues, and then also, seeing what the church says about how we should deal with these problems that we have in society. So they're off to a good start with that, and with the initial work on that completed, we're going to turn to our next topic here for the next 5 weeks, which is the Eucharist. So as part of this, they'll be reading books by Scott Hahn, looking at church source documents on the Eucharist, and then also looking at various articles that deal with the different parts of the Mass. So this will be a pretty intense time over the next 5 to 6 weeks, but really valuable as they learn about the central aspect of our faith, which is the source and summit of the Christian life. Once we get through the Eucharist, we'll return to the capstone service project, where they'll actually finish, their first draft of the first, 3 to 4 pages on their paper. As we, get into the winter months, we'll spend about 5-6 weeks on world religions. And as part of this, they'll be allowed to research the world religion that they're most interested in, just so they can understand the basic aspects of that faith. We'll also be looking at what the church teaches on the relationships between the various Christian denominations in the Catholic Church, and what the church teaches about how we interact with these other religions. That's always, one of the most enjoyable courses the students have here, because they're curious about, what the other religions believe. As part of that, we will spend some extra time, looking at Islam, just because, it's the second largest religion here in the world that people follow. Once we're done with world religions, we'll again return to the capstone service project. This will be to finish up their writing of the 6 to 8 page paper. And then as we approach the spring, we'll spend about 4 weeks looking at the sacrament of marriage. It's an ideal time as, they're starting to think of transitioning into their adult lives. And so it's a good time for us to jump into that sacrament, to give them some understanding of what the church teaches and what we mean when we talk about a sacramental marriage. In addition to, and then finally, then we'll, at the end of the year, they'll prepare their presentations, which are 15 minutes long, for their capstone service project. Throughout the year, each week, each Monday, we'll be doing some reading of Catholic literature. Right now, we're reading a book called Tattoos on the Heart by Father Gregory Boyle. He's a priest that serves down in inner city Los Angeles, and the book's really eye-opening and entertaining, and gives our students some insights into the way some people have to live, and this way this priest has, really opened his heart up in love to help these people down there. Each day we begin class with a scripture reflection. In addition, here at the start of the year, to give the students some more information about St. Teresa Lisieux, they're going to be reading some reflections out of this 33 Days to Merciful Love, which, provides some insight on Teresa Lisieux spirituality in a little way. And then finally, each week or every other week, following our times of Eucharistic adoration, we have this thing we call Catholicism 101, which is basically some refresher quizzes on, things that every Catholic should know as they graduate from a Catholic high school. And again, it's just some, reminders of the faith, of things that they may have forgotten about, from their previous studies. Hey, the seniors are off to a good start. It's fun to have them all together as one group. And I'm really excited about what they picked for their service projects. There's going to be some really cool things that, positively benefit the community and also our school. And then the Eucharistic series that we do is one of my favorite topics we cover, here at the school. So anyway, if you got any questions, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. I'd love to talk to you. With that said, take care. God bless. Go Rams.